Geography is important. Just kidding. No, it's not. Why would you ever possibly care about the world we live in or whatever when you could be out getting a job and getting tons of ladies, like I am? Instead, you're some scrawny, insignificant nerd who spends all of his time locating all 195 states recognized by the United Nations in some vain attempt to impress people and make friends. If that's you, you've come to the right place. Here at Geography Later, we are going to teach you all about each and every one of the world's great nations. While going through each country alphabetically would be the logical way to do things, what's the fun in that? Who would ever want to learn about stupid, tiny, boring countries like Russia, the United States of America, whatever that means, or even worse, Palau? Instead, we are going in order of what countries I feel like doing. So today we are going to be talking about, drumroll, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Let's get into it.
It's time to learn geography.
Later. What's up, guys? I'm your host, Toast, your toast host. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a wonderful country with magnificent landscapes, fantastic people, and sprawling reservoirs of blood. First, let's dissect the flag. The flag of Bosnia and Herzegovina is pretty simple, with a yellow triangle on a blue background and 7 2/2 stars running along its hypotenuse. This is because the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina really like number 7 2/2, or more commonly known as 7 + 1. It is also said that the 2/2 stars represent the severed bodies of those in the The yellow triangle in the middle of the flag is said to represent the abundant amount of cheese eaten in the country. The blue and white on the flag also represent blue cheese and provolone cheese, respectively. Now you're probably wondering what this cat in the upper right-hand corner of the flag means. This was a change by the Bosnian government in the summer of 2023. When asked about this change, the Bosnian government quickly disregarded it. Now that that's over with, let's talk about what Bosnia and Herzegovina truly is. Which leads us to... Now, I know what you're thinking. What exactly is the difference between Bosnia and Herzegovina? Bosnia and Herzegovina's capital is located in the city of Sarajevo, and the country is split into 17 different cantons, 7 of which formerly belonging to the Republic of Srpska. Yes, I know that it looks like it's pronounced, but trust me on this one. So basically, to sum it up as easily as I possibly can, Bosnia and Herzegovina used to have 2 national identities, the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and the Republic of Srpska. The Republic of Srpska used to house most of the ethnic Serbs in the country, and the two sides lived together peacefully for most of their history. Except, however, for the years of 2038 and 2039, which are considered the 2 most infamous years of the country's history. To put it simply, it was pretty much like,
"Hey there, Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think it would be really cool if we were able to become an independent nation and stuff."
ha 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 ha, no.
Pretty please?
No blah.
Alright, then we're just going to peacefully protest in the streets of Sarajevo and maybe accidentally burn down an important government building.
And that's basically how the Republic of Srpska became non-existent. And then there's that strange Brčko district. Again, I know it looks like it sounds like. Gotta love those Slavic words. This place is no longer technically considered part of Bosnia and Herzegovina, as it was lost to the mold. Next, let's talk about all of Bosnia and Herzegovina's wonderful landmarks that Geography suggested, including but not limited to Old Bridge, Sarajevo War Tunnel, Kevin's House, Apparition Hill, Icar Beef Monument, Tvrdas Monastery, Avaz Twist Tower, Nampgala, Kevin's House, and Turg Slobod. However, that's only scratching the surface of what Bosnia and Herzegovina has to offer. Speaking of the surface, naturally, Bosnia and Herzegovina is very mountainous due to it lying on the Dinaric Alps and the Balkan Peninsula, with more swampy areas to the north by the Pannonian Basin. Most of the country's arable and forested land used to be located here rather than the rocky south in Herzegovina. While there is a lot of arable land, Bosnia and Herzegovina is infamous for not being able to effectively grow crops. Because of its war-torn past, lots of landmines used to be scattered throughout through the early 21st century. However, during the many government officials dug up all of the remaining landmines to be used in combat against revolting Serbskans. However, after the horrific war crimes that are too disturbing to describe, much of the arable north was flooded with hundreds of millions of gallons of blood. More on that later. While it looks like Bosnia and Herzegovina is completely landlocked with much of its coast taken up by Croatia, it's actually not. If you look really closely right here, you can see that there is, in fact, water. Now we're going to turn it over to Tomato for the physical geography section. Bosnia and Herzegovina is very well known for its unique and unforgettable natural landmarks. First of all, lots of Bosnians will tell you that they used to have the world's largest ancient pyramid. Right by the town of Visoko, you would be able to see this hill with a perfect geometric shape. However, in the November of 2022, this pyramid disappeared mysteriously, leaving no traces of its existence. Another famous spot is the Greska Ukamadu, a large hole that spans about 52.5 feet on each side. This hole has existed ever since the nation's first inhabitants lived in the area. All who have fallen down or tried to enter this hole were never seen or heard of again. In 2017, a teenage boy tied a rope to himself and recorded himself climbing down the hole in hopes of internet popularity. However, as his friends pulled him up, he simply ceased to be attached to the rope. The recording was recovered, which shows unspeakable horrors. Oh, and also Sarajevo hosted the 1984 Winter Olympics. Fun. Arguably the most well-known physical features are the blood reservoirs in the north. These are a hit spot for tourists, and Bosnians have even created blood water parks. Speaking of which, even though the blood swamps cover most of the nation's arable land, the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina have found a way around this by not only using blood as their main water source, but as their main food source as well. Speaking of food, Bosnia and Herzegovina has a wide variety of traditional dishes, including but not limited to blood, coleslaw, blood, and bangors and mash. As you can see, Bosnia and Herzegovina has a very strange aura. The only thing stranger are its people. Which leads us to... So, what's it like to be a Bosnian? We've decided to let one of our Bosnian geographers tell you.
Hello. Is anyone still there? Please. My name is Zivko Milosivi. They've taken my wife and children. They've taken everything. My home, my food. I haven't eaten anything other than the blood of my family for 2 months. The Bosnians aren't killing us for the reason you'd think they are. They aren't killing us because we revolted, or because we blew up some damn building. They are killing us for our bodies. Yes, our bodies. They hollow out our bodies and wear them like costumes. Is all of this death worth it? Is it? Is it worth it for some silly roleplay club? Some silly cantaloupe roleplay? No, not anymore. I am a sword, and I am a cantaloupe. And there's nothing that you could ever do to ever.
Bosnians are known for being warm, friendly, clean, honest, loyal, trustworthy, dependable, open-minded, thoughtful, wise, mature, ethical, courageous, constructive, productive, progressive, individualistic, observant, neat, punctual, logical, prompt, accurate, self-reliant, independent, inventive, wholesome, attentive, frank, purposeful, realistic, adventurous, relaxed, curious, modern, charming, and modest.
Alright, I think that's enough for this section. In terms of relations with other countries, Bosnia and Herzegovina has no friends. Except for one country, that is, Palau. In conclusion, from the highest pyramids to the bloodiest swamps, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Normal programming has been interrupted at the request of the government of the Republic of Botswana. Everyone listening to this broadcast should pay close attention. The information contained in this message is vital to your safety. Please stand by.
The emergency alert system has been activated. This is a national emergency. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. Important instructions vital to your safety will follow. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the government of the Republic of Botswana. This is not a test. A ballistic missile has been located traveling towards Botswanan territory. The missile is projected to strike in the New Tostopolis area. All residents living in or near the city should seek shelter immediately. This is not a test.